Good afternoon, everybody. It is Meteorologist HY Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are enjoying your wonderful Saturday afternoon. And this is going to be part 2 on Windstorm Isaiah. Again, earlier today we did on the severe weather, and now it's going to be on the snow. And I'm there's a chance of me posting the video later this evening on the severe weather, as it's going to bring multiple bands into the southeast. Now, I'm actually under tornado watch right now. I've been under tornado watch, I think, ever since 1 o'clock or 12:30 is when I was under issued a tornado watch. So again, not big. I really don't think nothing's really happening in my area, but again, there's a major threat of a huge band to come in between the next hour or so, all the way to 9 o'clock. We're gonna be seeing incredibly strong thunderstorms, which is what I'm probably gonna be posting on if I'm going to later, later this afternoon, or sorry, later this evening, and I am gonna post my shout out video tomorrow. I just haven't really had time today, so yeah, it's gonna come out tomorrow in the afternoon. So be sure to put that. Just be sure to hit post notification icons. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for the new support. I've had a ton of supporters in the past couple of days. We got 16 subscribers yesterday. That really means a lot, guys. We are at 2,023 subscribers. We are at 2020 subscribers in 2020, and now my subscriber count is in the future. Also, be sure to share the channel to any friends or family that you think are going to be in the way of this system. And if you want to know about severe weather, be sure to check out that video that I posted earlier this morning. But without further ado, let's get in this video. So we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service for the winter storm, for the winter part of Isaiah. We're not going to be focusing on really necessarily the severe weather part. I just want to try to make the video a bit less a bit less longer than they usually are when I combine them. But I just want to mention that again, I am under a tornado watch right here. And then we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings and a ton of wind advisories, because again, we're going to be seeing up to 50 plus we're going to be seeing at the 50 plus miles per hour winds. I could not get that word out of my mouth. But again, we're going to be seeing some winter storm warnings now for a couple million people. Actually, we do have massive Wisconsin, or sorry, we have Milwaukee, we have areas in Green Bay, we have areas near Big Rapids, Muskegon, we have north central Missouri as well, areas out here off the Mississippi River and the border of Iowa and Illinois. The Iowa City as well is under these winter storm warnings, and we do now have winter weather advisory. I believe is just south of Madison, Wisconsin. We do actually have some just north of St. Louis, and we do have winter weather advisory now for South Bend, and then we do have ice storm warnings now in effect. There are areas into the north, more like eastern coast of Michigan. We do have some for the tip of Maine, into upstate New York, and even out here. So again, we're going to be seeing a ton of ice, which we're going to be looking at later on in the video. But now we are going to be looking at the European, the NAM model here, the NAM3KM model. As we now get the next 3 hours, we're going to be seeing a ton of snow out here. This is the second wave. The first wave actually brought in some snow earlier into areas near Chicago and even Springfield, and now our second wave is going to bring blizzard conditions likely into south central Missouri, Joplin, Missouri. It's now your turn to get your heaviest snow of this snowstorm. Now going to be seeing some very heavy snow out here into northwestern Arkansas. Going to be seeing the snow really picking up out here into the the western counties of Illinois. Going to start seeing the snow kind of pick up a little bit more into Milwaukee. You guys saw some earlier today, and it kind of stopped a little bit, but now it's picking up the pace again within the next 6 hours. So now this is our 9:16 Eastern time, or sorry, Central time. We're going to be seeing blizzard conditions. We're even going to start to see the snow reach up to St. Louis. So St. Louis, you guys can be seeing some snow with this system. So likely areas into Springfield and Aurora, Illinois will also be getting some very heavy snow, and our heaviest snowfall will actually be near Milwaukee in Chicago late tonight, and have some snow showers out here near Big Rapids into north central Michigan. Into the next 10 hours, the snow actually, there is a chance for snow in Indianapolis. Actually, there is a chance you guys could be seeing some snow flurries again. You guys were in the first couple days of the system when we first found out about it. Looks like you guys are gonna get some snow. Now it doesn't, or now it didn't look like you guys are gonna get some snow. Now you guys can see maybe a little bit of trace, something like that. So again, you guys could be seeing some flurries very, very late, around midnight for Central Time. Going to be seeing some very heavy snow as well for Muskegon, Michigan, especially out here to the southwestern part of Michigan. Going to be seeing a ton of snow again. Going to be seeing a couple inches per hour. And then we'll be seeing within the next 14 hours this snow really picking up for Detroit areas. Also, Toledo will be seeing some snow, and we'll be seeing a ton of freezing rain threats as well for much of Ontario and much of even northern Maine. And then all the way by the next 24 hours, we'll basically be seeing this system kind of mostly over. Just going to bring some snow out there for upstate or just upstate Maine. Now we'll be looking at the NAM 3K model here for the GFS. Going to be seeing it within the next 3 hours. Some snow out here into the all the way into Arkansas. Let me actually go all the way here so you guys can see it better. So again, we are going to be seeing even some very heavy snow just southwest of St. Louis. Going to be seeing this again. Here is the first wave. Going to bring some snow out here into Canada, all the way really out there into far northern Maine. And going to be seeing an ice threat for Lansing, Muskegon, and just much of central kind of Michigan. And then we'll be seeing the snow kind of coming back out here for much of eastern Illinois. Maybe a couple snow flurries out there near Iowa City. And again, that's within the next 3 hours now. Within the next 6 hours, this snow does, again, going to start affecting areas near St. Louis, especially the southern part of the city. You're going to start seeing the snow really pick up for Chicago and Aurora. Really going to be heavy. You're going to start seeing the snow as well picking up through Milwaukee. Again, it's just really going to be seeing that heavy band of snow. And then within the next 12 hours, the snow will pick up the pace as well into areas into the eastern coast. So that's where we have an ice storm warning. It's really going to bring a ton of ice near Detroit, a ton of ice into just areas off Lake Erie. It's just going to bring a ton of ice and very heavy freezing rain. Definitely going to see some very big, just a ton of power outages are likely with the amount of ice that's going to fall on the roofs and power lines, which would definitely take down as well, definitely going to overpower and overweigh over these tree branches, which could fall over the power lines, which will obviously cause power outages. And we're going to be looking at the amount of power outages we have actually out here into the in these areas. Going to be seeing some very heavy snow near Fort Wayne, and again as well for Toledo. And then within the next 24 hours, again, this system will be mostly over, except just bringing in some snow out there into northern Maine. Now we're going to be looking at snowfall totals here. Again, we are going to be seeing, actually, this is a bit delayed again. The European is going really a bit, usually 18 hours behind. So again, we're not going to be seeing any snow these for Texas left again, but we did see around 1 to 2 inches near Gainesville, Texas, and even Dallas got a little of a trace. And then we are going to be seeing up to maybe 1 to 2 inches for far northwestern Arkansas. Again, not going to be seeing that much snow. Kansas City only around 2, maybe even 3 inches of snowfall. And then areas into southeastern Kansas will be seeing up to 2 to 3 inches of snowfall. Looks like St. Louis 1 to 2 inches. And then areas into kind of western Kansas. Out here we'll be seeing up to 4 to 5 inches. Des Moines, Iowa City will be seeing less than an inch, really, maybe even 2 inches maximum. Chicago will be seeing another 3 to 4 inches of snowfall to come. Chicago will be seeing another 4 to 6 inches as they come as well. And we're going to be seeing up to 6 to 9 inches of snow throughout areas into eastern Michigan. Detroit, less than an inch. Looks like maybe up to 4 inches near Michigan City, Indiana. Up to 3 inches for much of central Illinois. And then up to 6 inches for Big Rapids, and even up to 7 inches throughout areas as well near Muskegon. We'll be seeing a really good amount of snowfall out here into Maine. We'll be seeing up to 15 inches of snowfall. So definitely going to be seeing just a ton of snow in these areas. Now we're going to be looking at the GFS again. We are going to be seeing a bit of snow still to come throughout the far northern Texas areas, just the European, which is going over here. Again, we will be seeing up to an inch, really maximum, maybe even 2 inches if you're right on the border with Oklahoma. And then much of eastern Oklahoma, we'll be seeing up to 2 to 3 inches of snowfall to come. Kansas City, less than an inch. Looks like northern St. Louis, on the other hand, will be seeing maybe 2 inches of snowfall. Jefferson City, really nothing. And then far eastern Iowa, up to 3 inches. Chicago, up to 3 inches left. Milwaukee will be seeing maybe 4 inches, really, and then up to 15 inches of snowfall throughout areas again into kind of central and eastern Michigan right here. Areas near Lansing up to around half a foot, maybe 7 to 9 inches of snowfall. Muskegon up to 6 to 9 inches of snow. In Big Rapids, maybe over less than maybe just 4 to 6 inches. Detroit, maybe 1 to possibly 3 inches again. That's really not necessarily going to be a big chance for 3 inches, but maybe 1 to 2 inches. And then areas from South Bend and Michigan City, Indiana, and that far northern parts of the state, 3 inches is likely. We'll be seeing up to a foot of snow very in the far northern part of upstate New York there. And then we'll be seeing up to 18 to 20 inches, maybe even 2 feet in Maine. Now let's look at the freezing rain totals here. Alright, so within the next 6 hours, we're going to be seeing a ton of freezing rain, mostly out here into Canada and into Michigan. We're going to be seeing up to close to exactly 1 inch of freezing rain. 1 inch of freezing rain, guys. That is definitely something we really need to worry about, guys. That is not something you really want to see out here. 1 inch is very dangerous. And then we're going to be seeing this spreading out here into Canada, just north of Toronto, up to 3/4 of an inch, and maybe even a 0.88 inch of an inch as well. And then as we now get into more in the next 24 hours, this is when the ice becomes a lot worse. Going to be seeing up to 1.0 inches of ice. This is definitely going to be some very dangerous. More than a quarter of an inch is technically a lot of ice. So again, this is definitely going to cause a lot of power outages. Most likely, we'll basically see just a ton of power outages, and then we'll be seeing most of it being gone by Monday morning. And time to look at the power outages really quick. Again, we have a ton of minor power outages, and we have major power outages out here into Alabama from the severe weather, which if I do post a video later this evening, we'll talk about. We do have still up to 12,000 people without power, mostly near San Antonio, Austin, and Houston. We do have that's where we saw really the worst of the severe bans. Again, 12,000 people out. We have up to 41,000 without power, close to 42,000 without power in Mississippi. Definitely really something we really need to worry about. Up to 24,000 without in Louisiana from the severe weather. Again, we saw a fatal tornado earlier today, which is not what we need. 22,000 in Arkansas. 133,000 people without power in Alabama. Again, we did see a tornado warning earlier today. Again, just something really dangerous. Again, just a ton of multi-cell systems here. 24,000 without power in Tennessee. Again, that's mostly out here into near Memphis and also out here near Chattanooga, Tennessee. We did see some rotation in those areas. 32,000 without power in Kentucky. 10,000 without power in Ohio, mostly from the snow, and also near Cincinnati we saw a ton of power outages from the rain, and 12,000 without in West Virginia, and we only have actually around 9,000 people are out without in Chicago or in Illinois, 816 without power in Indiana, and we have up to 6,000 without power in Michigan. These states, Michigan and Illinois are definitely really big threats for power outages, in Maine as well going to become a really big threat. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye guys.